Estimate for glitchless. My initial estimate is over 4 hours. I think it's going to be longer than hundo. Although I could also be overestimating how long it might be. It could be like 3:30 or something. I don't imagine it being lower than 3:30 though. Can I resist the urge to glitch? I can. Resisting the urge to Hess is going to be hard. Other than that though, it's fine. We don't even have a rule vote yet. We're still discussing stuff. We're kind of waiting on a rule vote until we understand more and not make a too quick of a decision. This Skullskull is definitely fast, but it's like so hard. Maybe if I kill one of the Octoroks. Why from the Song of Time block? Because then this guy hits me. I don't have Deca Nuts yet. And no, I don't think they freeze Octoroks. I have to kill them both. No, there's gonna be a lot of neat tricks in this category. Definitely not just casual. And also, even casual is pretty hard. Like, Fire Temple in this run is gonna be more difficult than in hundo. Like, this run overall is gonna be more difficult than hundo. Which is actually the main reason I wanted to do this, is because glitchless for this actually seems like a really difficult category. Dude, I might just not get the skull. This is so bad. Yeah, there's still sequence breaks. Or at least dungeon sequence breaks. Come on. I'm gonna die before I grab that heart. Okay, never mind. I definitely made it on time. Yeah, I have a rough skeleton of the route. I just need to figure out what skulls I want to get, and specific for Rosewind usage. Thank the raid, frankly. Nice. That's not what I meant to do. No, I don't want to add a command for the state of hundo and SRM because there's too much going on and people will jump to conclusions too much. Well, actually, it's more like too much going on and nothing going on. No, I don't trust you guys with knowledge. It's SRM research that will lead to rule changes, and we have to wait right now. So there is essentially nothing going on right now. There is no helping it. It's SRM nerds discussing like SRM right now. There's no rule discussion going on right now. It's let the SRM people figure out what they need to figure out with SRM, and then we can discuss rules. So there's no routing, there's no rule discussion. It's waiting for current research to die down and be finished. Wait, am I gonna die? Okay, I got it just in time. So you have no reason to beat King Dodongo, because the only thing you need is the letter. The pit is in this route. In fact, my current route idea is gonna have 3 pit stops. It's not necessarily supposed to trick players. I mean, you're kind of expected to think that, oh, I obviously must beat this boss and go in the blue warp. But really, it's the letter that gives you progression, and the Goron Ruby doesn't do anything. Yeah, you do still get a heart container from King Dodongo, so like for 100% purposes, of course, you'll still want the heart container and the Goron Ruby. But for a glitchless speedrun, the Ruby means nothing, and you actually do want heart containers in this, but that one would just take too much time. Worth buying on cart? You mean this? You should never buy any ROM hack. ROM hacks are free. Never ever pay any money for a ROM hack. But yes, you should play this. This is very fun. If you want to like replay OoT but a little bit differently and with more of a challenge, Nimpies is pretty cool. Yeah, never buy a ROM hack on Amazon or eBay or anything like that. If you are paying a cent for a ROM hack, you're getting scammed. Unless you're paying for an EverDrive to play the ROM hack on. But then you're obviously paying for something different. Yeah, exactly. It's illegal to sell ROM hacks. Like, you can't sell this and make money off it. And not say don't support the creators, although very often ROM hackers don't even have a way to support them. Sometimes maybe they'll have a Patreon, but often they never even have anything even if you wanted to support them. But when they do, of course. But yeah, ROM hacks are not meant to be sold. Do not pay for them. If someone is selling a ROM hack, they are scamming you. You can play it on your old N64 with an EverDrive. Yeah, Hessing, it's gonna be hard to resist the urge to Hess, but I can do it. Whatever comes but no map. Mini-maps are hard to make for ROM hacks. They're not automated, you have to manually make them. And so this ROM hack just doesn't have mini-maps in general because it was too hard to make all of them. So there's no mini-maps. I mean, they could have used the mini-maps from the original for original maps and then just have the new maps have no mini-maps, but I guess it would have been weird for some maps to have mini-maps and some to not, so they just all don't. I mean, it wouldn't be harder than making the maps, but it's a lot of extra work for not something that's super important. It definitely would have been nice, and more recent ROM hacks have put in more work to actually make new mini-maps, but at the time this was made, it would have been a lot of work for not a lot of reward, I guess. Yeah, mini-maps would have been really good in Master of Time. Yeah, Master of Time's mini-maps were literally just Zelda. It was just like, use the mini-map to spell out Zelda with the Zelda logo. But more recent ROM hacks have done, I think, Missing Link had mini-maps, Dawn and Dusk had mini-maps. I know that Sunken Tower and Dark Hyrule Fantasy both have mini-maps. So, mini-maps should be in most future ROM hacks. I would assume Third Quest has them. I don't remember seeing any for Third Quest, but I can't imagine Third Quest wouldn't have them. Yeah, I imagine the mini-maps are hard. I mean, even in vanilla OoT, I've noticed like some of the vanilla OoT mini-maps are pretty garbage. Like, there's one thing about the mini-map in Desert Colossus that's like so bad in vanilla OoT. It's like so far off from what it should be. But, like, even the vanilla mini-maps aren't that good. I mean, I haven't like specifically tested, oh, is each mini-map good or bad, but like, there's definitely a few times where I've noticed that they're not that good. Yeah, Hyrule Field has some issues for sure. Oh really, you just like entirely redid the minimap system for Third Quest? Nice. Yeah, dungeon minimaps are terrible. Oh, also, something I've been meaning to ask about dungeon minimaps. Are the chests and stuff like hard-coded on the minimaps and not like separate automated things? I've noticed the minimaps in, I forget if it's this or like dungeon minimaps in this or some other ROM hack. Like you still see chests that are in vanilla. Yeah, they're hard-coded. Okay, yeah, because some minimaps in ROM hacks you'd still see chests that are in their vanilla location, but they're not there in the ROM hack. Oh my god, target it. Yeah, if the bubbles come close, then that's good, but there's no guarantee for that. You guys want to see something cool? Check this out. If you actually load this back room. What's this? So I feel like initially Master Sword was probably just meant to be in here specifically, and then like ended up being changed to an actual loading zone to Temple of Time. Dev secrets. Yes, I have played some non-Nintendo games. I definitely mostly play Nintendo games, but I have played some non. Oh yeah, is this banned in glitchless? Like a super swim from a jump slash recoil? Can I do this? Is this banned? I don't actually know. This feels like something that shouldn't be banned, but I'm not really sure. Artificial speed preservation's banned? No, dude. Let me go check the rules real quick. Let me see if there's anything in the rules. Unrestricted. So Z-Slide is banned, and Z-Slide is probably the closest thing to this. It's not necessarily, it's like kind of a Z-Slide. Yeah, it's basically a Super Swim Z-Slide. But it's like, you're just jump slashing in the water. Whatever, I'm gonna assume it's banned. That is not what I meant to do. That was supposed to be a quick spin. Dry does all the editing for the highlight videos. All of the non-highlight videos are uploaded by me, but there's usually close to no editing in them, aside from just like adding chat sometimes. No? Cool. Okay, I think I might stop here for now. Got a lot of stuff done. Figured out a lot of stuff. I'll be able to do runs in a few days. So, yeah, a few more things to figure out and practice and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.